Good morning, students. Today we will start with fact file from page number 111. Jerry Yang and David Filo are the founders of www.yahoo.com, and they are the graduate students at Stanford University in California. Yahoo is an American computer service company founded on March 2, 1995. Yahoo was one of the pioneers of the early internet era in 1990s. It provides a web portal, search engine, and other related services. It was most widely read news and media website including Yahoo Mail, Yahoo News, Yahoo Directory, Yahoo Groups, advertising, online mapping, and its social media website. Fact 5. Paul Buchheit created Gmail. It is a free email service developed by Google and it has a search-oriented interface. It was invented on April 1st, 2004. Gmail started with an initial storage capacity of 1 GB per user. Gmail has nearly 1.5 billion monthly active users worldwide. It is still a free product for consumers, but Gmail has now become a paid suite of enterprise products. Nowadays, Gmail allows 15 GB of free storage space. Users can receive emails up to 50 MB in size, including attachments, while they can send emails up to 25 MB in size. Today we will discuss another potential threat that are associated with the use of internet, and that is viruses. Virus is a program that is secretly embedded on a computer system in order to steal, corrupt, or destroy data. It can change the functioning of a computer and can spread to other computers also. It is one type of malware that inserts its virus code to multiply itself by altering the programs and applications. The computer gets infected through the replication of malicious code, and the purpose of creating a computer virus is to infect the systems, gain admin control, and steal user-sensitive data. The first computer virus is Creeper System experimental self-replicating virus that was released in 1971. One of the ideal methods by which viruses spread is through emails. Opening the attachments in email, visiting an infected website, or viewing an infected advertisement can cause the virus to spread to your system. Besides that, infections also spread while connecting with already infected removable storage devices such as USB drives. Hence, it is highly significant to stay shielded by installing an antivirus program. Next is Trojans. Trojan is a malicious program that embeds itself into legitimate software and pretends to be a harmless application. It is an executable file that will install itself and run automatically once it is downloaded. It has the ability to hide itself from the antivirus detection. That means it was not easily detected by the antivirus software as it hides itself, and when it is downloaded into your system, it will automatically install itself and run on your system. Once inside your computer, a Trojan horse can delete your files, record your username, passwords, and other useful information by logging keystrokes, or use your computer to hack other computers as well. Unlike viruses, Trojans do not replicate themselves. Viruses can replicate themselves, multiply themselves from one program to another, or it can also easily spread from one computer to another computer, but Trojans do not replicate themselves. It is any malware that misleads the users of its true intent. That means user cannot identify that it is a malicious program that can cause harm to your system. It is easily hidden from the antivirus program. The term is derived from the ancient Greek story of the deceptive Trojan horse that led to the fall of the city of Troy. Users are typically tricked by some form of social engineering into loading and executing Trojans on their systems. For example, when a user is duped into executing an email attachment to appear not suspicious, or by clicking on some fake advertisement on social media or anywhere else, they do not attempt to infect themselves in other files or otherwise propagate themselves. After recognizing a file infected with Trojan horse, it becomes easy to remove, but it was difficult to recognize a file that is infected with Trojan, as it can easily be hidden from the antivirus program. So you need to be extra careful while using the internet, as there are some threats that are associated with the use of the internet. Next is ransomware. It is related to scareware, as it also gives a fraudulent warning regarding the system being infected. It installs malware that demands payment and either blocks the access to system or threatens to wipe out the files if the payment is not made. Starting from around 2012, the use of ransomware scams has grown internationally. It is a type of malware from cryptovirology that threatens to publish the victim's data or perpetually block access to it unless a ransom is paid. So, it installs the malware that demands payment from the user. If you don't pay the payment, it will block your system's content, or it will also give you threats that it will wipe out all the important information or files if you do not pay them the payment. It uses a technique called cryptoviral extortion, in which it encrypts the victim's file, making them inaccessible, and demands a ransom payment to decrypt them. Encrypt means it will change the alphabets, its position, so that it cannot be easily identified by the user. And when you pay the payment, it will decrypt them into the original form. These attacks are typically carried out using a Trojan. Next is worms. Worms are common threat to computers. A worm, unlike a virus, attacks a computer on its own without attaching itself to files or computer. Worm does not attach itself to any other file. It will attack a computer directly. It takes the place in your computer memory and propagates by sending itself to other computers in a network. First of all, it will gain a place in your computer memory and then propagate by sending itself to other computers in a network. It adversely affects the speed of a computer and the network as well, due to heavy consumption of system memory or system network bandwidth. It is a standalone malware computer program which replicates itself in order to spread to other computers as well. It often uses a computer network to spread itself, relying on the security failures on the target computer to access it. It will use this machine as a host to scan and infect other computers. It then control and start infecting more and more computers within a network in a short time. Many worms are designed only to spread and do not attempt to change system they pass through. Next is keyloggers. It is a program that records every keystroke of the user in order to get important information such as passwords, etc. fraudulently. It is programmed for recording computer user keystrokes to steal credit card numbers and other sensitive information. It tracks or logs the keys struck on your keyboard in a covert manner so that you don't know that your actions are being monitored. Next is cookies. A cookie is a text message given to a web browser by a web server. The web browser saves this user specific data in a text file. So it is a text message that was given to a web browser by a web server. The web server in return saves this user specific data in a text file so that it can be reused again and again. This file is called cookie, and it is later used by browser to prepare customized website. Customized means according to the demand or need of the user, the web pages can be created using the cookies. And cookies contain the text message that was sent to a web browser by a web server. Web browser in turn saves that message as a text file, that is a cookie. A user is not required to fill the stored information every time he purchases goods online. Those people who loves to do online shopping, they do not need to enter the same information again and again while purchasing the good. Instead, they will prepare a cookie and use it again and again. Cookies are otherwise safe documents which can be deleted anytime. Cookies are safe, but you can also delete it anytime after your work has been finished with that particular cookie. But they can produce harmful consequences if read by an unauthorized person. But if the cookie can be available to the unauthorized person, it can cause the harmful consequences as well. So you need to be extra careful while preparing a cookies. Hackers can use cookies to gain access to the user's sensitive information, which can be misused to commit further crimes. So hackers can use the cookies so that they can gain access to the sensitive information of the user, and they can commit crimes in name of that particular user. It is advised that cookies are deleted periodically so as to avoid any kind of privacy threat. So you need to delete the cookies periodically from time to time so that your personal information cannot be leaked to an unauthorized person and he or she can misuse it to create a privacy threat, especially when you are working on a public computer. If you are working on a cafe, then you need to be extra careful while you are entering your credit card number, passwords, or you are creating a cookie of that particular information, as it can be easily available to the unauthorized hands and he or she can commit crimes in your name. So you need to be extra vigilant and careful while using the internet. Thank you, students.